Hello Internet, I'm Hazel and this is a closer look at the barbershop customization options for the new male troll model in the Warlords of Draenor beta. Alright, so we will get started by taking a look at some of the hairstyles. This is the tail style. Gives him some long hair on either side of his face, big braided tail in the back, and that sticks straight out. That tail does not seem to have a whole lot of movement into it yet. Hopefully that gets updated in a future beta build. But as for now, it is fairly stick-like, but you know, maybe that's intended, I don't know. This is the braid style. A little bit of hair on either side, fluffy over the top, and then a whole mess of braids going down his back. Quite nice. This is the plume style. Big braid, sticks up at an angle to a tuft with just a little bit of hair coming out on the back of his head, nothing in front of his ears this time. This is the scruffy look. And it is exactly as it says, that is some scruffy short hair, you know, relatively speaking, for the male troll. This is the mohawk look, and this is the very subdued mohawk. It's a very short one, and he gets some tufts of hair underneath his ears on either side. This is the balding braids. So he gets a braid over each shoulder, tuft of hair on the top of his head on either side with a bare strip in the middle, and then an amount of braids down his back. That is quite the statement. This is the dragon's crest. Kind of mohawky. 4 big tufts right up the top of his head and then fluffs on either side. This is the falling faux hawk, a style that really expresses himself. Faux hawk that is angled towards the front of his face with very minor sideburny tufts on either side. This is the bald look. He is bald. That is all. This is the receding look. So fairly long hair down his neck. Nice long bits in the front, and then he is bald on top. This is the crest. This is the mohawk we all know and love, and that is spectacular. It's got a little bit more texture than it used to. It's got three little waves of fluff there, and they're all fairly narrow, so looks pretty darn good. This is windswept, classic look. Big fluffy hair, blown back, kind of along with his ears there. The top knot, which is where we started. So we will take a look at some of the hair colors available to us. Keep in mind that if you end up with face paint from your tusks, your hair color will actually change the color of your face paint. So we are going to very quickly put on some face paint, and we will check out the hair colors and how they relate to the face paint here. So we have, this is a bit of an orange, white and orange face paint. There is more of a yellow, white and yellow face paint. There is a burnt orange, which changes your face paint to green. Of course, green hair with green and white face paint. A little bit of a bluer green with some blue on the face. A little bit of a lighter, more turquoise-ish blue. That turns your face paint color purple with white. There is your dark blue with red and white face paint. Night elven color scheme, if you will. There is gray hair, gray paint, and white, of course, on his nose. Bit of a lighter gray. That turns his face paint black with white. And of course we're back to pink with the red and white face paint. So let's take a look at the tusk options available, and these are of course tied to the face paint options. So some tusks get paint, some don't. This is the war paint gougers. Big long tusks. Pretty subtle face paint. Circles around each eye, a little bit of tusks on her fangs or whatever you want underneath his eyes. And then he gets some extra paint on his eyebrows and his chin. This is the striped mammoth. Those are some magnificent tusks. Fairly standard face paint. Painted upturned. Very mean looking face paint design there with some upturned fairly long tusks. This is the painted bridle look. Bridle is in horse, not bridle is in wedding, of course. Spotted mammoth. So same mammoth tusks, different face paint to go along with them. This is the tusked look, no face paint, very straightforward. Fairly short tusks if you're not really into the whole mammoth thing. Gougers, same idea, but a more natural trajectory for your tusks. There's the mammoth tusks, independent of face paint. Upturned, all by themselves. bridle. And we are back to the tusked mask. So there you have it. Those are your barbershop customization options for the new male troll model. I think they've turned out fairly well. All the updates look pretty good to me. Let me know what you think. Check out the channel and subscribe for more content from the Warlords of Draenor beta if you're into that kind of thing. And have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!